What's up, my guys? And welcome back to the Wrestling Report Card. I'm your host, Cody, and as y'all can tell, I done got bullied into a haircut. My guy got me out here looking like Dom Mysterio if Eddie would have had him with China. But I'm going to keep moving on, though, because today we got the fallout from All Out. And as a lot of y'all know, CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks all got suspended following their backstage brawl after All Out. We open the show tonight with MJF on the mic after his huge return. He gets cut off by a former AEW World Champion, though. We didn't follow that up with the Trios Championship match that was. And then, for the third time, we get Hangman Page taking on Bryan Danielson, this time in the first round of the Grand Slam Championship Tournament. So yeah, we got a little bit to talk about today, so I'm not going to waste no more time on this intro. Y'all go on and buckle up, and let's get to grading. So as almost everybody knows by now, after All Out, things got really dicey in the media scrum when CM Punk took some real-life shots at Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, which led to a backstage brawl between the four. I tell you what. So Tony Khan opens the show announcing that he is going to relinquish both the AEW title and the Trios Championships as well. And we'll get more into that later on, because next up, it's time for the Man of the Hour. That's right. We get a big return in a huge way at All Out, as one of the greatest heist ever in professional wrestling history was pulled off at the casino ladder match. After paying off Stokely's crew to do the dirty work and lay out the other 7 competitors, MJF revealed himself as the devil who climbed the ladder and retrieved the chip to earn him a future title shot. So live in Buffalo, New York tonight, MJF opens the show, approaches the ring in a Josh Allen jersey, and he had the crowd just eating out of the palm of his hand. He goes on to say how much he loves AEW and the fans and Josh Allen before he gets cut off by a pissed off Jon Moxley, who basically came down and said that Max is full of crap, and he was right, as MJF then turns on the fans, rips off his jersey, wiped his own butt with it, and just yelled, "Josh Allen sucks," which pissed everybody off. He then goes on a wild promo, bringing up the likes of Cody Rhodes and Triple H before threatening to leave AEW in 2024 with the belt and take it to a real company and work for the only con in wrestling that matters. Sheesh. And this was not the time to say stuff like this around Moxley, especially after everything that CM Punk pulled. So Mox gets up in MJF's face and says, "You can either leave or I'm gonna make you." After struggling to take off his other shirt, MJF, instead of throwing down, he did just leave, leaving Moxley in the ring, who gave a passionate promo about now more than ever is the time to shine and be a legend over in AEW. Man, I'm going to give that an A-. Great promos by both guys, and I'm excited for this 6-man tournament for the vacant AEW title that Moxley is going to be in. Plus, I think we all agree that we miss MJF being a jerk to us. You know us wrestling fans love that. So we move on to our first match of the night. As previously mentioned, Tony Khan didn't only relinquish the AEW title, but the Trios Championships as well, after Kenny Omega got his titty bitten off in a backstage brawl with CM Punk and Ace Teeth of Steel. So tonight, we have the Death Triangle taking on the Best Friends. And I know this situation stinks, but if you're mad about this matchup, I don't know what to tell you, my guy. And this sumbitch was insane, as all 6 of these guys were just flying around. We fast forward and the Lucha Bros flew over the top ropes, laying out the other 2 members of the Best Friends, allowing Pac to climb up and hit the Black Arrow to get the 1, 2, 3, and the Death Triangle are the second ever AEW Trios Champions in 3 days. We gonna give that son bitch a B+. Again, not an ideal situation, but you can't knock that match. Moving on, we got Toni Storm in her first match since winning the AEW Women's title at All Out, and she gets the win over Penelope Ford in quick fashion. That was a good win for Toni to start off, and not a terrible match, but that ending was weird, so I'm gonna give that a D+. We go straight from that into an entertaining promo between the Acclaimed and Swerve. And you know the fans ain't mad about it because it ended with a good old scissoring courtesy of Daddy Ass. We move on. Next up, we got Wardlow taking on Toni Nese, and it went just like this. Powerbomb, powerbomb, powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Wardlow wins in quick fashion as his winning streak moves to 14. That finish sounded like Dennis Quaid on The Rookie when they asked him how he won the game. He was like, fastball, fastball, fastball. Anyways, I'm gonna give that a C+. Good win for Wardlow. However, I really hope we kick his title run into another gear moving forward. And we gotta keep moving forward ourselves, as next up, we got Hangman Page taking on Bryan Danielson for the 3rd time. The stakes are high yet again in this matchup as they meet in the first round of the AEW Grand Slam Championship Tournament. And yeah, these two just beat the living hell out of each other. And I tell you what, I think we tend to forget just how athletic Hangman is as he was backflipping out of suplexes left and right. However, the way Danielson can transition from a suplex to a submission is second to none. Hangman started going off as he hit a vicious lariat and even connected on the deadeye, but it wasn't enough as Danielson kicked out, got up, and then hit his patented running knee. But that wasn't enough either as Hangman kicked out. Hangman got off on the rope and did a backflip moonsault onto the floor, which set him up for the buckshot. But when he went to hit it, Danielson avoids, hit a back bridge roll up, and got the 1-2-3 to move on to the semifinals. Man, for that one, I'm going to give it an A-. Like, I think we can all agree that these two can fight all day long and nobody's going to get tired about it. We then move on and witness Stokely Hathaway's crew just murder this poor cameraman on live TV. I tell you what, this guy just showed up to work, was trying to get his paycheck, and then when he went to go do his job, he just got beat the hell down. I mean, my guy was just trying to do his job, but I guess we're just going to ignore all that because it's time for the main event. And you got Willow Yuta taking on Daniel Garcia. And I guess Westside Gunn isn't having no troubles getting backstage anymore as he did the intro for Garcia coming out in Buffalo. And yeah, once again, we have another match where two guys just try to murder each other in the middle of the ring. I mean, we got to one point in the match where about 187 suplexes were hit consecutively. That means one right after the motherfreaking other. Garcia went to apply the sharpshooter once. Yuta hit the ropes to break it. But the second time was the charm as Garcia became the new Ring of Honor Pure Champion in his hometown. And I don't know what was bigger, the pop for Garcia after he won or that chain that Westside Gunn had around his neck, because that thing would have had me walking around like this. Anyways, I'm going to slap a B on that main event. That was a good physical match, and I'm excited to see where this run with Garcia goes moving forward. But as y'all know, we've now came to the end of yet another show. My name's Cody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. But now that we got all the grades in, let's take a look at the report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B. That's right, an 84%. Hey, once again, I really appreciate everybody that has been subscribing to me lately. This has been a big week for the channel. I really do appreciate all you guys. I do everything myself, the recording, the editing, showing my ugly mug up here on the camera. So I do appreciate all that. Other than that, man, I hope everybody stays safe and have a nice day.